Hello, my friend. I'm happy you're here today. This video is for you, the English learner who dreams of something better. Maybe you want a better job. Maybe you want to travel. Maybe you just want to feel more confident when you speak. Whatever your dream is, I want to tell you something very important. You can change your life with English. In this video, we will talk about real people who did exactly that. People just like you. They were not perfect. They didn't speak fast or use big words, but they didn't give up. They kept going, one word at a time, and slowly, things started to change. Their lives became bigger, more open, more exciting, all because they stayed with English, even when it was hard. Maybe sometimes you feel tired. Maybe you think English is too difficult. Maybe you feel shy or embarrassed when you speak. That's normal. Every learner feels this way. But there is something stronger than those feelings. Your reason, your goal, your dream. That reason will carry you forward. And today, I want to help you remember it. We're going to look at stories from people around the world. You will hear about their struggles, their small wins, and their big changes. And after each story, we will talk about what you can do too, starting today. Because you don't need to be perfect. You just need to keep going. Now let's look more closely at why English can change a life. What makes it so powerful? What doors can it open for you? Let's explore that next. So why is English so powerful? Why does it change lives? Let's take a moment to think about that together. English is not just a school subject. It is not just grammar or vocabulary. It is a tool that connects you with the world. When you speak English, you can talk to people from many different countries. You can make friends in Canada, chat with someone in India, learn from a teacher in the UK, or even work with a team in the USA. English becomes your bridge, a way to reach beyond your hometown, your country, even your continent. And not only that, English also opens many doors in work and education. Many good jobs now ask for some level of English. Many universities offer programs in English. Even online, most of the world's information, videos, books, websites is in English. That means if you learn English, you get access to so much more. You don't need to wait for someone to translate it. You can go and find it yourself. Real story. 1. Maria from Brazil. Maria is from a small town in Brazil. When she was younger, she always dreamed of seeing the world. But there was one problem. She didn't speak English. In her school, they didn't have many resources. Her teacher was kind, but the lessons were basic. Maria finished high school knowing only a few simple words, like hello, good morning, and thank you. Still, deep inside she had a dream. She wanted to study in another country one day. Years later, when she was 25, Maria got a job in a cafe. One day, some tourists came in and tried to order in English. Maria felt nervous. She didn't understand them. She smiled and tried her best, but inside, she felt embarrassed. That night, she made a decision. She would learn English, not someday, now. Maria didn't have much money. She couldn't take expensive classes, so she used free apps on her phone. She watched YouTube videos with subtitles. She listened to slow English podcasts while cleaning her house. Every day, she studied for just 20 minutes. Not much, but she stayed consistent. At first, she didn't see a big change. She still made mistakes. She still felt shy. But one day, something small happened. A tourist came into the cafe again. And this time, she understood. Not everything, but enough to answer. She smiled. They smiled. That small success gave her energy to keep going. After 2 years of learning this way, Maria applied for a scholarship to study hospitality in Canada. She had to write an essay in English. It was hard. She rewrote it many times. But she didn't give up. And guess what? She was accepted. Today, Maria lives in Toronto. She works in a hotel and studies part-time. Her English is not perfect, but she communicates. She's confident, And more importantly, she changed her life. Not because she was lucky, but because she didn't stop. Her story teaches us that even small steps matter. Daily practice, a little patience, and the belief that you can grow. Maria didn't wait for the perfect time. She started with what she had, and you can too. Now let's meet someone else. Ahmed from Egypt. His story is different, but his journey also shows us how strong a learner can become, step by step. Eyal's story. 2. Ahmed from Egypt. Ahmed lives in a busy city in Egypt. He always loved technology. When he was a teenager, he spent hours watching videos about computers and phones. Many of those videos were in English, and at first, he didn't understand much. But he was curious, so he would pause, replay, and write down words he didn't know. Little by little, he started to understand more. Ahmed didn't go to an English school. He didn't travel abroad, but he had something just as powerful, a strong reason to learn. He wanted to understand the world of technology better, and he knew that English was the key. At first, he struggled. He found speaking very hard. He knew some words, but he was afraid to say them. He worried about his accent. He worried about making mistakes. So he stayed silent. But one day, he found a small English-speaking group online, just learners like him, talking slowly and kindly. He joined. At first, he only listened. Then, one day, he spoke. Just one sentence. "I like computers." Everyone smiled and said, "Good job, Ahmed." That moment felt big to him. He felt brave. Ahmed continued practicing with that group every week. He didn't speak perfectly, but he spoke, and soon his confidence grew. He started reading tech articles in English. He watched tutorials without subtitles. He even wrote short posts in English about new apps he liked. Now, Ahmed teaches basic computer skills online, in English. His students come from many countries. When he remembers how scared he felt before, he smiles. He's proud, and he should be, because he didn't wait to be perfect. He started small. He stayed patient, and he found his voice. His story is a reminder. You don't need a special school or a perfect accent to change your life. You need a reason and the courage to speak, even just a few words. Next, let's meet Linh from Vietnam. Her story is about something many learners feel, shyness. But she found a beautiful way to grow. Let's hear how. Real story 3. Linh from Vietnam. Linh grew up in a quiet village in Vietnam. She was always a little shy, even in her own language. She didn't like to speak in front of others. When her teachers asked her to read out loud in English class, her hands would shake. Her voice was soft. People often asked her to speak louder, but she couldn't. She felt too nervous. Still, Linh had a dream in her heart. She loved art and storytelling. She watched many videos online of people sharing their thoughts in English. She wanted to do the same, but she told herself, "I'm too shy. My English is not good. No one will listen to me." One day, while watching a YouTube video of a girl speaking English slowly and simply, something changed. Linh thought, "She's not perfect either, but she's trying. Maybe I can try too." So Linh made a brave decision. She would record a short video in English and post it on a small social media page. She didn't tell anyone. She just filmed it on her phone. Her voice was quiet. Her grammar wasn't perfect, but she was honest and kind in her words. To her surprise, a few people liked the video. One person even commented, "You speak from the heart. Keep going." That one comment gave her strength. She posted again, then again. Over time, her voice became stronger. Her words became smoother. Her fear didn't disappear completely, but it became smaller. She focused on helping others, other shy learners like her. Today, Linh has a small YouTube channel. She talks about simple life lessons in English. Many of her viewers are also English learners, and they say her soft, honest voice makes them feel calm. Lynn is still learning. She still makes mistakes, but now she knows her voice matters. Lynn's story is special because it shows us that English can help us grow inside. It can help us feel brave, not louder, just more confident. You don't have to speak fast. You don't have to be loud. You just have to speak from the heart. Now that we've heard 3 beautiful stories, let's look more closely at what these learners all did right. What helped them keep going? What habits helped them grow? Let's talk about that next. Now that we have heard Maria's journey, Ahmed's steps, and Lynn's brave voice, let's look at the habits they all shared. Even though they came from different places and had different dreams, they did some simple things in common, and those things made all the difference. First, each learner practiced daily, even if it was just for a few minutes. Maria studied 20 minutes each day with her phone's free apps. Ahmed joined his online group every week and then spent time reading or watching English on his own. Lynn recorded one short video at a time, several times a week. They did not wait for long classes or perfect lessons. They found small ways to use English every day. Second, they all showed patience. At the beginning, progress felt slow. Maria did not move to Canada in 1 month. She worked for 2 years. Ahmed struggled to speak at first and stayed silent until he was ready. Lynn's voice was shaky for many posts before it became stronger. Yet they trusted the process. They knew that learning a language is like planting a tree. It takes time, but with water and care, it grows. Third, they found a why that was meaningful. Maria wanted to study abroad. Ahmed wanted to understand technology. Lynn wanted to share her heart through art. Their reasons gave them energy when they felt tired. A strong why helps you return to practice, even on days you feel you cannot learn another word. Finally, they showed courage. They spoke imperfectly, posted videos despite shyness, and rewrote essays until they were ready. They did not let fear stop them. Instead, they used their mistakes as lessons and kept moving forward. These habits, daily practice, patience, a clear why, and courage built the path for their success, and they can build your path too. In the next chapter, we will explore simple actions you can take today to start changing your life with English. Remember, the same choices are within your reach right now. Building on what Maria, Ahmed, and Lynn taught us, you can begin your own journey right now. You don't need fancy tools or a perfect plan, just small steps that fit into your life. First, choose one tiny habit you can do every day. Maybe it is learning 5 new words on your phone, listening to one short English video while you make tea, or speaking a sentence out loud when you wake up. The key is consistency. Even 2 minutes of practice feels small, but over weeks, those minutes become real progress. Next, connect your practice to your reason. Remember Maria's dream of studying abroad, Ahmed's passion for technology, and Lynn's wish to share her art. What is your why? Think of one clear goal. Perhaps you want to understand English songs, read a news article, or talk with a friend. Keep that goal in your mind each time you practice. When you feel tired or stuck, remind yourself why you started. Your reason will give you energy. Then find a safe place to use English. You might join a friendly online group like Ahmed did, or record a short voice note for yourself, like Lynn. Sharing your words, no matter how simple, beats staying silent. Each time you speak or write, you learn something new about your strengths and your mistakes. Embrace those mistakes as lessons, not failures. Finally, be patient and celebrate small wins. When you understand a sentence without subtitles, pause and smile. When you write a message that someone answers, feel proud. Mark these moments in a journal or a note on your phone. Looking back at your wins will remind you of how far you have come. By practicing daily, staying connected to your why, using English in a safe space, and celebrating small successes, you are already changing your life. You don't need to wait for tomorrow. Start right now. In the next chapter, we will explore the emotional side of learning and how to stay motivated when challenges appear. Learning a language is not only about tools or routines, it is also about feelings. Sometimes you will feel discouraged. Some days the words won't come, and you may wonder if you will ever improve. This is completely normal. Even Maria felt frustrated when she replayed those cafe conversations again and again, without understanding every word. Even Ahmed wanted to quit when his voice trembled in that first group meeting, and even Lynn felt tears in her eyes when she re-recorded her video several times. These moments of doubt are part of your journey. They do not mean you are failing. They mean you are trying something new, something that stretches you. Remember that every learner makes mistakes. Every learner has days when learning feels heavy. What matters is what you do next. When you feel stuck, gently remind yourself of your small wins. Think of the first time you understood a sentence without subtitles, or the first sentence you spoke without fear. Those little victories show that your skills are growing, even when you can't see them. It also helps to be kind to yourself. Talk to yourself as you would to a friend. Say, "It's okay to make mistakes. I'm learning." Give yourself permission to rest when you need it, and then return to practice the next day. Embrace challenges as part of the process. Each struggle teaches you something about your strengths and your needs. Over time, these experiences will make you more resilient, not only in English, but in all parts of your life. In the next chapter, we will bring all these ideas together and share a final message of hope and action. You have already done so much by watching this video and listening with an open heart. Now let's look ahead to your next steps and celebrate the learner you are becoming. You have listened to the journeys of Maria, Ahmed, and Lynn. You have learned how small steps, daily practice, a clear why, and fearless courage help them grow. Now it is your turn. Remember that every word you learn, every sentence you speak, moves you closer to your dream. Think back to the first moment you understood a phrase without subtitles. Think of the first time you said hello or thank you with confidence. Those moments were the start of your path. They showed you that change is possible. Just like Maria, Ahmed, and Lynn, you have everything you need to continue growing. Your English skills are not just for tests or lessons. They are for connecting with new people, exploring new ideas, and finding opportunities you never imagined. English can open doors to friendships, new jobs, exciting travels, and even a new chapter of your life. All it takes is your commitment today. So keep going. Speak a little more, read a little more, listen a little more. Embrace each challenge as a chance to learn. Celebrate every small success. And when you feel doubt, remember your reason, your why, and the strength inside you that brought you this far. You are not alone on this journey. You have a community of learners, and you have your own inner courage. Trust yourself, stay patient, and practice each day. Your life can change with English, and you are already on the way. Practice a few minutes today, and you will see the progress tomorrow. You can do this. Keep learning, keep growing, and watch your world expand. Practice every day and be the next story of change.